up and donors again. We actually need to get real money for run we own elections. So these are the 4 key governance, which we identify as governance challenges, where we talk, say we really need to get an electoral system. We go able to manage them 4 issues there in a way we go make Salone better. So Andrew, I want you go.
So now that make we ask people then, they don't really care about the electoral system. Waiting Saloma and for let you solve the problem. Let government solve the problem. Let opposition. A lot of people in they just wish for let APC and SLPP then fet here, then forget about them. They really work for let the country go before. In fact, some survey they are glad we Prof in the talk about the survey there. You get 93% of Sierra Leoneans where they talk say they want let regional balance in the country. That waiting and they mean it means say we they form government. If APC they form government, enough for before northern and no more or western area. We say no more the party, the district no more they vote for them. If APC will form government, southeastern and for Dede. If SLPP they form government, northern and for Dede, people from western area for Dede. So you know get that government to some man will say, me, because of this me tribe here, that party don't like me, so I not go to mix with them. If that they happen, the best picking way for go we forgive scholarship for let it go turn scientists. We're not go able because it will talk to me party on the power. So we need that electoral system where they bring all together. So now one thing and in fact one survey the people in talk say where government they make appointments, 73% they talk say then party within they support if for appoint people from other ethnic group we different from them. We ask a question, say, the party where they support you want for let it support, it appoint people from other regions, 70% say yes. So all of this fet with the fet prof, it look like say now the bookman they no more, now they confuse me. So but the Salone person being not care about them fet. And I make you the see team the man, they go marry Creole they go marry Mende, Fula they go marry Madingo. We not care about that. So if Nada make it fine, the way people think about governance, election, politics, it's different from the leader then. It look like say the leader then he just want no more electoral system where they make them win. And when they win, we need to see accountability, we need to see corruption. So now that make really this topic here very important for a lot to talk about today.
Exactly, because we want to move beyond that divide. We want to get something where citizens then get interest in, instead of we limit this whole conversation to just the elites there.
Definitely. So Fambulen today you could join with 076641729. Now the number today for let you join with 072641729. So the number today for let you join with. So I think so we come now to a very important part of the conversation. We don't talk a lot about electoral system, about the challenges they all don't get. And now we can't sit down, we can't talk about every challenge, and then we'll talk about how the electoral system they respond to them. I think the Prof will be talk earlier, we'll be talk say we find law take the fine part of a particular system, first pass the post APC wants. We take a fine part of them, and PR system we SLPP want to take a fine part of them. That's it in a rainbow system now exactly. We talk about. Then we forget about the bad part then. And let's start first with accountability. The way they make government accountable. I don't know if you were able for talk to people about
exactly. So I think say everybody or most people that know what we mean by accountability. All time we argue about accountability. We can talk say government's not accountable to we the citizens, and the need for be accountable to we. So what do we mean by accountability? Like the toll road, prisons, passports. You know, we really want to let government respond to and do what we want, what make we elect them. We want to let them do what we elect them for. So one way it can come, way people then can think about way campaign accountability. Now the link between the MPs and the constituents. We now the constituents. Now we the elect MPs. Under first past the post, you be actually in theory, you be no you MP. You be know whose MP you dinner you constituency, the MP where they represent you, the MP where you vote for and put into power. Where you get a link, where you sabi you MP, you know exactly the policy where you vote for. then can talk say, well, where election term come, if that MP not perform, you're able to fire that MP. So now you they hire the MP because now we they vote for that MP day. And now we back they fire that MP because if we see say that MP not they work for we, next time we will not get for votes for them. So first past the post, people then can talk say first past the post, they give that accountability, direct accountability. You know you MP, you can monitor the work with the MP they do for make sure say the MP they work for you. And if the MP not they do what you want, you they tell that you they sack that MP. But always first past the post get that we can see say first past the post get a promise of accountability because you know you representative. But in practice, where we actually camp, we they see say the accountability really not there in practice. One concern where people can get now, Uda actually they choose that MP. You get you delegates, and sometimes they didn't buy the delegates for let the delegates represent you. So not so you really they choose that person there. You also get the naming because now I don't know if I remember say in the past we'd be actually able to call the constituency by name like Freetong one or so on. But now wait till we actually get now numbers and people that don't really know the number where they correspond to the community. So it make it very difficult for see accountability because you don't really well one not so you actually select that MP day. Two the MPs there you don't really know the constituency side because we don't lost that link there.
So it means for accountability really the system will good for accountability in a first past the post. If I let Fambulolo agree on that one day, we compare first past the post and PR system on basis of waiting professor talk. Clearly, now first past the post, now they promote more accountability because one the councillor when they vote for that village, day. You don't say this councillor if you not get water, now that councillor they go ask. The MP when they vote for another chiefdom, what they call constituency. You know say if you unless somebody go talk for you in a parliament, you don't go able candidate, but you go to that MP day. For let it do one for you. If you not do them, you pull them.
And even same with wards, because wards they actually get councillors. So if you didn't have one ward, you're able to pinpoint the councillor where you responsible for your ward, where you can talk say now you for build the bridge for me, now you for make that road for me. And if you see say that councillor not do them, and it didn't your ward, you able to talk say next time we I get for votes, I don't get for votes for you.
So what in PR system you can do now? PR system, you can say, no, that enough for day again. We get what you call district block system. District block system means say, all the district now one ward, all the district now one constituency. So what now does it mean? It means say, if now 10 constituency then day, you can get some constituency then, you get some community then, they need to get any ward, they need to get any MP. We will do some research. We will go inside Karine, we'll go to Tonkolili, Moyamba, Kono, Falaba, and Western Rural. We people then count 174 wards then. By that 174 wards, you get 34 wards and some constituencies. Nobody may represent them. That means say if that person they need water or in Bridgetown broke, they don't get flood. Get nobody for talk for in a parliament. Get nobody for talk about the council. So that make that gap, we call a gap in representation. So the PR system is they create that gap in representation. One part of the thing that we talk about, a fine for law will take that fine element but first past the post where they say, law no left gap in representation. First past the post, yes, it will get but that particular thing they fine but and fine law maintainer. And some of the bots way Professor be the top, but we can actually clean and small. Like for example, with the war done, they will say, law no member we self again, but the bad thing that will be happen. So law just cancel them, law make like Salon a flat country now. So we begin now to talk say, Kailan na constituency 1, Chebwema na constituency 5, Sete can Freetong, constituency 11011. So now you can tell somebody being constituency 68. Now in village you don't know. So whilst that first past the post fine, the way we don't name them people and they make we know. But like first thing, you can able both central 1, you dey about Bobali Central, you dey about Freetown East 1, Freetown Central 1, Freetown Western. So now, one part of the thing, okay, even talk say, let's go back to the thing and day, let's say, Lumley go get constituency. If we have to divide Lumley into two, we'll talk say, Lumley constituency 1, Lumley constituency 2, Aberdeen constituency, Kisi constituency. So all man, the moment you don't talk say Bumpe, who say me come out, you talk say Bumpe constituency, we all have Bumpe, we know say now we MPDs.
Yes.
So that number they, Prof, I think say na a problem.
Yes, that's something where we talk. So let we go back. If we want to use the FPTP model, where we actually able to identify with MPs or we able to identify with councillors, let we also able to identify with districts, with communities, with actual communities such as Lumley or any other place.
Aberdeen. So because of that, whilst for accountability, the first past the post fine, it get in your small. Because if somebody, they call a rascal, this person I don't count, do no better thing. They just say, no, this is not list. Not list, not PR system. It better, no better, it did it. Now, what's in the party want? So really for that one day, they first pass the post. I think so we need that.
Because now the other challenge, that's where we identify. Yes, if you use the PR system, you can talk, say the PR system, and we go can't talk WhatsApp, where you able to get different, where the party able for, now the list you they use. The issue with that is now the party get the power. Now the party they decide who that they now the list. And so maybe you get somebody where say they'll represent you really well, where they really work for the community. But if you not get the power for votes for that person or for select that person, maybe the party go choose somebody completely different. All that they decrease the accountability and the representation we will talk about.
Another big challenge where we come to get where we want whichever electoral system where we develop for their addressed now security and stability. Salo with the fet we serve too much. And the more with the fet we serve, that diamond gold bauxite will get. Now the more go better we all at all. And because of this, we don't say institutions then really weak. Like for example, Boku Salon people, if you ask them, one report they will be sure saying that 19% no more believe them police. If you ask them, say something they happen when they say trust in the police, it means a lot. If they say 19% now you no more trust the police, it means you get 80% of Salon people then. If something happen, they're not going to go to police because they're not trusted.
Yes.
Now only 36% believe the courts. And that means now you see political parties, something they happen, but say meaning go courts. That means not trust the courts. So because of this, with the fet we serve, where courts this court here, now they for this political party here, if APC didn't have power, the court loyal to them. SLP didn't have power, the court loyal to them. How do we get a system where the courts, the police, it is served with all? There's something very really interesting. One study they will do in 2024, where shows say, within 36 months no more, then 30 year old effect for politics and elections. 83 people are now killed. August 10, November 26, 83. This economy locked for 42 days. And because when you take all of the days then where the economy really active, it's almost 10% of the days they all lost. That means a salon for don't grow or for don't grow by what we call double digits. I mean double digits is a big word, but family we they listen to it. The growing salon for don't grow. If we not be getting fed, then not could cast them. Where somebody, if I did biopsy today, we not go work, we not sit down, all man sit down now, school picking and go school self. All this fed now for election, now for politics. Because if this party didn't have power, then me the better. If the party not didn't have power, you know the better. So it they really destroy it. So now that make Prof, we need an electoral system we for respond to that. I don't know what to consider really what the design and kind of electoral system be for addressing challenge I want to talk about.
So I mean just for really buttress some of the challenges that way you just outlined, Andrew, we know say because of the winner-take-all politics. Don't forget that idea as well. And all that's a for contributes to the instability we really get. Right now, people then they see elections as a do or die. If you're not inside power, if you don't get power, then it means that you don't get anything. Maybe you go lost access to jobs, and we can't talk about that more. But because of that, we see Naime Ike encourage the parties for doing what they call gerrymandering. That means you adjust the boundaries. You rope and the census, you focus just on you stronghold. So instead of you campaign all side, people that know say, as long as I get my own stronghold and all the people that are my stronghold votes for me, I don't really need for reach out to the other side. So really, now we can get some of this instability where we see, because people then they feel marginalized and they feel say they're not included inside the governance of the country. So where it camper, which we need for think about, we need for really try for think how we will get a system now, we're going for reduce the zero sum. We mean say, where you party not win, you're not automatically excluded from everything. So we need a system where you actually make sure, say, people then go all come inside governance, irrespective of which party they're in power. We also want something where we go make people that actually look across their strongholds. They're not just focus on their strongholds, but you really need for campaign. Now, the other parts of the country, we those are your strongholds, so you get for govern for everybody, you know, so for your own people, they're normal. And we need a system where we're able for really minimize the polarization and conflict where we see. So some can argue, say, PR, now one way where they do that. Why? Because where you get the PR system, now the percentage where you get, based on the percentage where you take now the elections, you able to get your representation inside parliament. And Andrew can outline for now really foresee how the PR system, they actually allow for get seats, allocation of seats. We're very close to which you get, the percentage where you get during the elections. Whilst first past the post, maybe you could get X amount, small amounts of percentage, but the amount of seats where you take can far exceed which you actually take in terms of the votes where you get. So, Andrew, just tell them a bit more on how the PR versus the first past the post can translate into seats and how that get for encourage inclusion.
Thank you very much, Prof. I think, say, Joleka, they talk. I think, say, this moment here, I want to let salon people let them put their hearts down. Lord take them moment here with the top of electoral system. Lord take and say, now an opportunity for Lord make a country. But if we just take and say, no more, this is not for me party. If that me party, they, I need for make clear the system will go there for let SFP maintain power, or the system will do it for let APC kind of power. So all of them here, if we just say no more, we need to look at this as an opportunity. All them here we talk about like this first here going to continue. So then thing we consider whose system we will put in place where you go lower the tension, where it go minimize the violence. If SFP no go if they na power, if SFP they na power, McCain no go talk say no, this system might dig against we. If APC didn't have power, Kenny might not go say, no, this is not our system, this they hate we. Whose system will go force the political party and say, any side where you did, that particular district that you get for work with them. Because that's salon people in the back. So when they say electoral system reform or discussion, now then you now overthink about.
Exactly.
Not to how you for make like party win. Unfortunately, now so we don't reduce the argument. Me party, now if we win. If PR day, then go make me party win. If first past the post day, then go make you party win. The two way they make you better, we don't really forget about that. So now the two way they make that policeman day, you know, say, or that judiciary, the court, you know, say, no, I don't for take advantage by any Sierra Leonean because with electoral system already allow that. So under for this, the PR system is good in many ways because it creates inclusivity. Just like how you talk no more. Like we get for say like we get for analyze the election results. We go see say the PR system where they can reduce the threshold. Because right now this PR area, why is the PR good for reduce for promote stability? But if you put the threshold, right now the threshold at 11.9%, almost 12%.
Yes.
So it still creates that dominant two-party system. So if PR find for reduce tension, but a PR with a higher threshold is not good. So under this one, I think say one verdict we'll get is that we need proportional representation with a lower threshold, so that APC go pick seat na Bombali, APC go pick na Bo, SLPP go pick seat na Tonkolili, SLPP go pick seat na Freetown. They don't need for do them in a fake way. Then he validly go talk say na me seat this, APC go pick seat na Pujom. Not talk say in every election APC they pick minimum 10% na Bo, minimum 10, 11, 12% na Kennyman, but they don't ever get representation. So if I'm Bele, Mende mankind, they in red, it talks in me, na APC, na me represent na Kennyman. So now one thing and it go difficult for that Mende man, it come on APC, it come on Kennyman, it wear in red, it's a little hot Kennyman. It go difficult for that team man, it come on McKinney in a green. They say no, we not allowed do bad to McKinney. So now the argument is now and then, but the team with that bad, but this current PR, that threshold they high, it make we not achieve peace and stability.
Right, yes. And family, I just want to let you know, I really want to let people that know say we not argue for PR or first past the post. We dey try for see how you can combine elements of both. For let we get we own system, we're responsive to the challenges that we dey face in this country. So even this idea of proportional representation, you can get inside first past the post actually. You get a way how you can design the so-called FPTP for letting way how you shape the votes, represent the proportion of waiting people that actually get the proportion share of the votes that way people get after the elections. Because now that's what they talk about. We they say if you let we say you did a Bombali or let we say Kailaun, if SLPP gets 60% or 70% of the votes, or 80% of the votes, but APC still get 20% of the votes, we they argue say, let SLPP not get all the seats. APC themselves gets a share of votes inside Kailaun. So how you make us in such a way where APC go still able to pick some seats out of that share of votes we then get in that Kailaun. And the same na Bombali. So now that's what they call for. How you make sure say just because not only party will dominate for taking everything, and because of that, because we they call for that, it means say parties then get an incentive. Waiting then they call an incentive. Then gets by force. Then just get for make sure say they campaign every side, all sides. Let them not just keep to their party strongholds. Let them not just campaign to their own people. Then get for campaign for we all if they really want for win.
So I think so we don't count out to an other interesting or important challenge we'll get when inclusivity, diversity, and representation. So Fambule, you will listen to we. You can join we on 072-641-729, 072-641-729. Now the number that for let's join with today. So one challenge we'll get Fambule. Now what would they call inclusivity? How you go make, we don't talk about that about security, but how they make, you see like Creole get a small percentage that's happening, but we get a system where every election you see Creole man and then a parliament there is a good educated group. You see full man and then a parliament like in 1996. But now so tell you get one Creole in a parliament. So if I wait it happen now, the dominant tribes no more now, they actually dominate. So if you go to parliament and you see Boku Tingli, Boku Mende then. So 1990. So what would they talk about in diversity management? That in the way they say this is not Fula, this is not Tingli, this is not local. It's the beauty of Sierra Leone. You understand there? Because what we can have for productivity now so we can help for how we become productive. But what happen, we're not able to manage with diversity. Now, if they say, I hate that person there because that person is not local, or I not like that person there because that person is not Timni or not Mende. So politics they make for like hate each other. So waiting with the question what they ask now, how we go create a system we go make you respect that man because not Mende, you respect that man because not Timni, and you let cancer because not Timni, it's not Creole, it's that. And look, but now all come together for form what we call like a rainbow parliament. So how the electoral system go make that you party dey, you no go talk say no more, me I'm a stronghold. Or you no go talk say no more, this na the one they no more wey dem vote for me. So how do you create that system? So for response to this, we actually look at the election results. Like how they say Salon don run 6 elections, 3 under PR and 3 under first past the post. We realize say the all 2 then systems and they all 2 then systems and they we don't talk about violence. We don't say the alternative for really solve violence, because in every election violence is there. All violence is there. But when it comes by inclusivity, they see say you they almost get a share of votes where they show inclusivity. 1996 now, an interesting example, what we do PR system. What we do PR system, that time the threshold be low, 1996. You know what happened? 13 parties they wouldn't compete. 6 of them go to parliament. SLP will get 35%, UNDP will get 21%, PDP gets 15%, NUP get 5%, APC get 5%, DCP, Democratic Party, then get 4%, then get 3 seats. So all mine, it was a rainbow. So where SLP get 35%, you get 40% of parliament. Where you get 21% of the vote, you get UNDP. So you see say, you not only create inclusivity for them, but who party then kind of parliament because the threshold will be low, but the way when they share seat, one party not will just go get small votes, then it gets dominant. So and really fambulem, the thing way really interesting now 2018. If you watch 2023, the last election, people then get grumble about this election, but you just find follow understand how the results will look like. We'll look at parliamentary seats. Parliamentary, SLPP will get 56% of parliament, almost 57%. But the number of seats where they get, the vote where they vote for them are 57%. But the number of seats where they get in the parliament, out of the 135 seats, they get 60% of our parliament. APC will get 40% of the votes, and they get 40% of the seats in the parliament. So the variance, but not too much. But the variance, under first past the post, now the variance is too big.
So the one where you've just ski now under the PR.
The PR.
2000.
This now 2020. This now the one we just done. The PR. The way it came out to 2018, for example. 2018, I want now 10 down the way. The party then the number then they close. SLPP get 38%, APC get 39%. Now just 1%. Now it will be the difference. But we count out the difference in the number of seats. Now 20 seat difference. In fact, so you probably for no say this particular issue, it will not create boku fight in the parliament. And up to this moment here, Nadana the issue they all get. In fact, it's not just the major party, even the small party. Then you get C4C, you get NGC. C4C win a coalition for change in 2018. Then just go concentrate all the votes in Economi. All the votes. 50% of the votes they will then get in Economi come out. Because of that, the 9 seats within Economi, they get 8 of them. So that means that if you focus your attention on one side, key side, and you left all of the other country there, there's a possibility under first past the post for let win Boku. NGC now, they not focus one side, then scatter the votes. So even though NGC get 8% of the votes, the total vote, C4C just get 4%, he get 8 seats. NGC get 8% of the votes, now 4 seats they get.
So you see, basically what Andrew they say, NGC gets nearly double the percentage of votes where C4C being get. But C4C get double the seats where NGC get. So C4C, they get 4.8% of the votes. 4.8% of votes get 8 seats. NGC get 8.7%, so 8.7% compared to 4%, 4.8%. That 8.7% get them 4 seats. So you see, they get double the amount of votes, but less than about half of the number of votes we see for being take. So just to show you, say, with first past the post, you get the danger of you can get less seats, less votes, and actually take more seats past the amount of votes where you get, the percentage share of votes where you get.
So it bring what do we call like lopsided representation. So somebody go there, you get small people and go vote for them, but then go get more of parliament. So, but I think say another thing about that women's representation.
Yes. So with women, the thing is, again, when you talk about first past the post and PR, just because you did talk about PR or first past the post, it don't mean say automatically any one of them will actually increase the amount of women. But cool people that can talk say PR can find for women them. Under PR you get more women. But if you watch the PR system where we've been get in 1996 and 2002, we actually still been get a very low number of women. 1996, now 6% of women, and that PR system we use, now 6% of women normally will be able to get. 2002, it been come up to 15%, where, yes, it increased, but and then when we go back to first past the post, it go down to 13%. So it is show you, say, under FPTP or PR, women are still underrepresented. So not so the system normal, they make women they make you increase the amount of women that way you get. You actually need for add to that a quota system. So now I make you go see say under the last elections where we get PR, we be also pair, we add PR. You will get PR and you will get a 30% quota. That 30% quota, now I make them talk say, if for every 3 people within the list, you get for make sure say 1 of them is a woman. So now that's if we forget 30% elected women. But the thing is, also the quota normal you get for watch, you also need for make sure say how also you need for carefully manage the rules the way they use for increased women's representation. And we did talk about women, but you can actually use that quota system for other underrepresented groups. You can use that for persons with disability. You can use that for the youth. And so because of how the placement rules where we've been getting in place under the last elections, now make we see say we not go beyond 30% because the way how the parties they interpret them. So yes, if I forget a quota, but you also need for make sure say the parties there how they interpret the rules. If under 1 and 3 they just put women in the 3rd position, automatically it limits the amount of women that we get. So if you get a quota, you need for make sure say that quota, you really design that quota good one. You make sure say you target the political parties because people then can talk to the parties that are gatekeepers. You can use a zipper system where they allow you to get 1 man, 1 woman, or 1 woman, 1 man. But you can also do them under first past the post. So now make we talk say you just therefore see how you design and systems they are. If you get first past the post, you can get more women if you get what's they call reserved seats. You make sure say you get reserved seats, or you make sure say whether they nominate women them, then they nominate women them. Now districts that outside and go win. What's they call safe seats. You get safe seats. So you just need for make sure say the system where you use get safe seats, get reserved seats, or you can get quotas. As I said, you can get a quota for persons with disabilities. This is something where persons with disability really then they call for youth as well, because you get youth way underrepresented where you can pan parliamentary seats.
Yeah, so I think say the final we'll get for turn two now. We'll get for turn two in 10 minutes. So 0726417229 are the number. 0726417229 number. But family then, that the corporate business now more important. Whose electoral system will make Salo spend less about politics? You know, so when they say politics then man then the politician then they spend. So which electoral system will make that expenditure the less? So like UBC say ECSL for example, then current strategic plan 2020-2024, the one we don't just pass, $97 million. Now we just put for that strategic plan. That money they really book for a country where it rely too much on external aid. So Why would they spend too much money per politics instead of we use that money there for build school, for make we road them? So the less we spend on politics or election, the better we can be. In fact, now that a lot of African countries and they do now, they say if you make politics affordable, you can actually reduce corruption. You can actually make inclusivity, because it means Bokuma will come because they will make politics affordable. So if I follow look at electoral systems, which system will make politics cost less? So some of the things that we will look at, like for example, we don't see say right now because in a district block system, you see say one councillor or one MP, it need for campaign at Bokusai. So it means say the PR system it increase cost per politicians there. But the PR system back it reduce cost, because we they don't win, you need to buy election again. And we'll take figures there for by election. They don't do about 20 vacancies there where they don't fill. But then 20 vacancies then 12 vacancies then where they don't fill from both on Kolili, Freetown, all side, where they just, the system just say, with this post here, either na die or abandon position, we na replace her with this post here. Salon spend 0 cents. So that means in terms of cost, you see say the PR system, because of the wideness of the constituency, the person get for campaign more and they spend more. But because again there is no by-election, they spend less. So those are some of the elements then we did. So for example, the symbol allocation, we get for look at all of that one day. 150,000 for symbol allocation. How many women go afford that one day? Symbol allocation, the one go for like get symbol. For like some people they talk to even bribe party officials, party leaders there. How will electoral system will reduce their cost then than the more nine key.
And then even when they campaign, because you don't say we the campaign, they spend, because people that they expect say you get money. So maybe as Andrew they talk, because of the PR system where we've been get, and now the parties the more you need for really spend to the parties, you be get beaucoup people where they talk say they get for give the parties the money for let they able for.
So Frelin, we need to overcome this binary. So why you feel say we need a hybrid in all of this?
So I think so we don't talk. If I could just summarize, some people can talk say first past the post, it gets the accountability, because you remember we don't talk say you sabi you councillor, you sabi you MP, you able to hold them accountable and tell them say they do it, so I want let you do, I sack you. But you can get some challenges where you campaign inclusion for other groups, because you get this winner take all. You get maybe you can get a certain percentage, but even if your percentage not too high, you still able to get more seats. People then can talk say the PR system, it can be more inclusive, but it get very weak accountability, because you know now the parties the more they decide who that they on the list, you don't even know who that now you councillor, who that now you MP, or who that even get for be on the list, and how they decide how that list is structured. So we can see say it no matter whose system we get right now, neither system, not FPTP, not PR, they solve all them challenges and we don't outline. So we really need, I make with the argue say, rather than just talk say we want PR or we want first past the post, we get for really see waiting go able for address them 4 challenges we don't call so. So now I make for we they talk say we need a hybrid system, and the hybrid system where we they call for, we just get some suggestions. Really, we they ask say this is something like call them a teaser. Now something where they talk say we really need. We want to let una take some of this in mind, because we really need a technical expert. This is not something we get for take some time. We get for take somebody we could really help with for manage them and for talk through them. So, Famble, they will like call you on 072-641-729, 072-641-729 for let you self your voice. We can hear you. What you get for say? I think so. We have to go take a break now.
Yes, but just before that, you see, finally, you can say this now an opportunity for we reform the electoral system. But then thing I wouldn't talk, people and feel say that the electoral system ain't for solve all the problems. They did not say no more. The role of institutions, if the ECSL not good, if the police not trusted, if the courts not trusted, electoral system wanted to solve them problems there. So then a different conversation we'll get forget. But the politics so bad that we know they expect for their political party to solve this problem. So then I make we design this paper for law, we really get a conversation. If I were to talk about expert, not to just one expert.
No.
We actually need, if people the way they listen to we camp and call in program, if you get suggestions, how we for really solve the problem there, provide their suggestion and we don't talk say we need to get a blend of the two systems, the good thing about them. Somebody go talk something way different. But if you say no more, now SLPP na for solve this, or now APC na for solve this, you know they solve. So pass we come with all of them, then we bring all of them systems and they together under one roof, then we go make the problem solved.
Yeah, so let me take a short break now, and then when we come back, we can try to go through some of the things that we want to see in a hybrid system and listen to you, Yeri, from Una, for see what are the suggestions that we Una self gets for we. Thanks.
Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and policies that affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This is your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk. Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about saloon economy.
We're not just any radio. We're an economic governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way where go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show, We Economy, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies that affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This is your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.
Thank you very much. So Famulem, I think this is not today a very interesting conversation. So we can open the line now to now. 072641729 are the number dandy. So today I 1 year from across the country. You will the Moyamba, the Kenima, the Bo Makini, all side, Kabbalah, one let people and can talk to it. So Prof, I don't want to let you take me through waiting at the recommendations.
Okay, so as Unadoyeri, but all the different challenges that we get, the type of hybrid system we want to foresee, let's just take you through 4 of the key things that we think are very important for any system we get forget. 1, as we don't talk, we want to maintain this constituency and ward-based representation. That means we want we get representatives at the ward level. Let we start with councillors. Let we get councillors where they represent every single ward. Let we also get constituency representation. Let we know who then are we MPs. And let we also get a way we call the constituencies by name. So that way, instead of constituency 1, constituency 2, we actually going to say if now Lumley 1 or Lumley 2. The second thing, we really want for let we get proportional elements. So we just want to introduce a way so the representation where we see inside Parliament go closely mirror, go closely favor the votes that we people then get. So if a party gets like 40% of the votes, let them take 40% of the seats. If a party gets 5% of votes, let them able to get 5% of the seats. Instead of you get a system where the winner they take everything. Maybe you only win by 5%, but now you don't get everything, and the other party now not get nothing. The other thing we call for, now for let we get inclusion mechanisms. So let we make sure, say you get inclusion inside the any law, any electoral system where we get. So we want to make sure, say you get enough women. We want to make sure, so you get enough persons with disability. We want to make sure, so you get enough of the youth inside. So you get a system where representative of all of Sierra Leone. Not so old people and normal we get na the country. Not so young people and normal we get na the country. Not so man and normal they na the country. So we want to get a system where go able for represent we all the inside. So we all go able for get we voices across. Then the other thing we want for know how for reduce the cost of the elections. How will they make them so you don't get for campaign throughout the whole district, because the expense, as Andrew outlined, the expense so high. And we as women especially, it can really anger for we, because women get less access to financial resources generally. So we won't forget a hybrid system. We go allow for quotas or reserve seats. We go allow for let we get minority voices as well as women. And we don't talk so you can get them in either system. We won't forget a system whereby you get greater representation of the smaller parties. So we don't talk say yes, PR can do that, but the threshold, if you get an 11.9% threshold, automatically you really disqualify most of the smaller parties and even independent candidates. And again, we get women that we can get for go independent because the parties are not forgetting symbol. So a high threshold can automatically disqualify all of that. So we need to forget a system. We go open the system for let we get greater representation. And then we also want to forget a candidate, a selection process where they give we as citizens. Now we get the ability for decide instead of the parties. Andrew, we have a caller.
Yeah. Hello, True Talk Radio.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I am Jonathan at the call from Bo.
Yes, Jonathan.
I want to tell you thank you. Of course, the electoral system, the way we see and the way we fit. I'm sure if government really want to succeed, or we want as a nation for succeed, first of all, for us to talk about the economy, for low management, the PR system will be preferred. But for me to get on board, like how they do for them, when they pass that GEB, where they say woman they forget quota by force, meaning any political party, any constituency or district, they must put 2 or 3 women. If they do that also for the disabled, on the other one, where they were made the pass them also put that into the law, pass them as a bill. Then that will be compulsory on the political party there. So what I want to suggest, I'm sure the PR system will manage you better, economical compared to the way itself. Number one, the threshold, now then will reduce. The threshold will say, pass to get this percent, they will get. So they will make sponsor party then come on board. Then will reduce the threshold so that the sponsor party then will come on board. Now that's my suggestion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 072641729 are the number. 072641729 are the number. So somebody they talk now, McKinney, say good morning, good evening, True Talk. I have keenly observed how the argument around PR system unfolds. I will advise government to reinstate first past the post. Somebody they call back. This person at McKinney talks to government for reinstate first past the post because the political culture not favorable for PR system. Hello, True Talk Radio.
Yeah, good day, gentlemen and ladies.
Good day.
Yes, good day.
My name is Malaika. I call from Sandred Store.
Yep.
Yeah, well, actually, the discussion very important about the way to reduce cost and so many activities in elections, and which is very important, and also the threshold for inclusion. Well, let's take the case of women. If they actually want to include more women, like how they talk about 30 or 40%, there will be a law that in any 3 contestants, 1 woman for the among them, I believe they may not be introduced that kind of system. I believe that they follow, we will get more women. Talking about the youth, the old people, them, and they always it's demonstrated. If you check the parliament now, I believe they blend the parliament of both young and old. So that's why I believe we don't practice that. But just that the women, we need more additional seats for women so that their voices will be heard. And I'm talking about APC and SLPP, no, solve the problem. Are they on my nails for differ? Because if you check all them countries that we don't practice democracy, the England, the America, whether the father, they're all not two parties that believe they for over 200 years, America they practice democracy. Now two parties that know the surface. What should they say? If only we not get anybody where they indoctrinate na their own system. Like what they say APC, na this our own system will indoctrinate you for that system. For say we one person come, na we not take this all. That's not the problem. If we can able get one Moses, where they come, they combine all the discipline together, put them together. I'm saying me, I come not for McKinney, not for Bo, not for Kenama or Kaila or for Potloko. I want to satisfy the one country, gather everybody where important to put them together, say that so I want to operate to unite the country. I believe that I want step we will push me through, you know. But for say now the party that we had the problem, me I don't want to subscribe to that. Let me get somebody where is not from SLPP, we go take the blue by the own say, well, me this our council, now for unite everybody. We don't have to work now, they do work. Not to by tribe, not to by nepotism or whatever. So I believe that they will solve the problem. So now hold on to the line, maybe I will get up to Rabba. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
Very much. As they see, thank you very much. You can drop the line, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. So as I see Abdul Mansari back the talk say in Sena McKinney, we actually begin to see the regional coloration where both the talks in a PR system where McKinney the talks in a first pass the post. I know one for group the calls and so. But this person at McKinney talk say it's really disturbing us as a country. What is really disturbing us as a country presently is a PR system. Because we only have 2 political parties in parliament. Previously, we used to have 4 or 5 political parties in parliament. Hello? We lost that caller there. So Abdul Mansari, they talk say, when they listen to we from McKinney, they talk say the PR system we don't make, we get lesser parties now. And he's right.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah, because of the threshold, that threshold, they now don't create 2 dominant party system.
We're not for B.
So somebody they talk about the 2, because really, I don't be the talk say we know we get solution from them party here. The point what they make is that if we just say no more, we left anything here to political parties, then we always want the thing where they sway in their favor.
And actually, that caller, David, make a very good point because he talks we need one person we go able for really think about the whole country or a party, a leader. We're not going to just think of your own constituency, your own stronghold, but go actually reach out to everybody. And this is something, Andrew been talking about the data. We get data where they show, say, citizens, this is the Afrobarometer data where we do. You get 73% of citizens, we talk, say, they actually want for see them party, then go still support them party if them parties make appointments for people from other ethnic groups, other regions, and other parties.
Hello, True Talk Radio.
Hello?
Yes, True Talk Radio, would hear you.
Yeah, Lawrence from Gloucester.
Yes,
Welcome.
Lord.
Yeah, I tell you thank you for the discussion. For me, we really see, just like how we other talk, I not see SX and APC that are the problem. And if we change all the names of the people they count, people that from America, they come here. Hence, naturally, now they don't go inside it. It is still the same. The APC don't make itself relevant, and the SOPP don't make itself relevant. Like you talk, say elephant is not to the road. If you feel say, you know, if you make a candidate, you talk, say, I'm not going to back, you are not going to back APC, they form your party. No, you say yes, you have to canvass throughout the country and win. If you know, we're not to by force. You don't say that by force. For men, they can get political party go to parliament, not to by force. If you will contact people, they will canvass people there. You go to get representation at parliament, you even win the state house. Now, we talk about the economy and most of others. Between the most party votes and the district and the district block system or the PR system. Once you want to allow for which one will economically good, which one will get less violence, every day violence. We don't talk about how many people that gain politics no more. Because now the simple majority then carry violence and then we know will go. How many follow for don't get by election? Well, you know that the reason I think they for if we talk to them, we use the threshold, the economy of this country not with the economy. So in case if you go to 5%, they start to say that we will get 200 parliamentarians. Who don't put money for the 200? So me to say the threshold will not be that simple. If one party, all mango they vote and inside a district, that whole district goes get let me select. You get 500,000 voters, then a party goes the email to say one councillor. Not to the threshold you will take on. It means you're not a winnable candidate. So you not to say that the threshold. If you say you get 11%, go. If you know you will take on that SSP or ATP. So if you say what you have subscribed to not like if you elect to the government between the DRC and the first party post, which are economic for the nation, which one will be less violent administration, which one will be less fiscal administration. But bring other issues they will talk to end that we don't use to that would have come this way again. So
thank you.
Thank you so much, Kola.
Thank you very much.
I think, sir, I just want to address that one day really quickly, Andrew.
Yeah.
And I think other people that really call as well. You can see, say, as Andrew mentioned, some people that from, depending on who side you sit, you they talk say you want PR, you they talk say you want first past the post. Really, wait till they try for say, you can do a PR system, you know they solve all them problems there, yeah. You can do a first past the post, you know they solve all the problems there. You get good parts of first past the post, you get good parts of PR. Instead of we they talk say Papa, we want PR, Papa, we want first past the post, let we see most of the elements, the good things that we dip on PR, the good things that we dip on first past the post, and see how to make something, an electoral system, we go address all the issues where we don't talk, but we una self don't talk say na challenge that the country.
So thank you very much. 072641729 at the number. 072641729 at the number. Fambulen, you go take part the conversation today where they talk about the division that the country will get and how the electoral system can actually help for the governance and economic development improve. So I think say waiting I just therefore say by responding to that last caller, it not mean say if you reduce the threshold, the size of parliament will increase. For reduce the threshold, it only means say the amount where you need for qualify for let you be considered for seats is lower. So let's say for example you get four party then contest na side na 4 seats then they but na 20,000 votes then. So one party get 10,000. Another party gets 7,000, another party gets 3,000. 7,000, 10,000, 3,000. When you put all under together at 20,000, you only get 4 seats. So if you talk say the threshold now 5,000, that means that person will get that 3,000, you know they get. But if you talk say the threshold now 1,000, that means that person will get that 3,000, it don't qualify. So still na 4 seats, but you know disqualify them. It is still get seat. You understand eh? Let's just repeat that one day because it's confusing. So people like you talk say, we reduce the threshold, you they increase the number of seats. That number of seats they within a parliament, if now 135, now still 135. Which number would they say? The qualification for let you get seats is low, so that you vote, they're not going to disqualify them because you go to a call highest remainder. You remainder go there. But that remain that day, if they talk say 11%, that means say before in the concept, una all get 10% of the vote, or even 11.8%, they don't disqualify una. So it means if you reduce them, then that person he just get 11%, it they gets it. So it doesn't mean say parliament, the size of parliament they increase. I think say a fair comment down the way a lot of people then we feel say that confusion we don't day for say if you reduce the seat, if you reduce the threshold, maybe you get 200 people that will go for Ghana Parliament. No, it just means say we dey give more scope. So even the one they wouldn't get smaller seats, smaller share amount left, then a share. So you get one party we go talk say, like if not 10 seats then above, the SL out of 1 million voters, the SLDP get 920, APC get 80. You understand that? That 80 the APC get, it is still get seats above because you don't reduce the amount. If I follow will get on this. So SLDP one we don't get all, but just because by getting 80 at a lower threshold, APC that markup the way they don't get, you know. It give a scope. So for law promote inclusion, we need to bring the threshold down so that we will get national character. Yes, Famuda.
Good evening. Good evening, True Talk Radio.
Yeah, very from Glossa again, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we form a electoral boss, it is not a cheap because this 11.20%, how it is get that. It says in each parliament, and ask now how many number of people they want to be out of parliament. So what they're talking about around 135,000. So now that number, then it takes divide the number of voters, registered, valid registered voters, for make to get the number who could constitute a seat in the parliament. So that means we get the arrive to 11.13%. We will get for make to get one in any environment. So if let me see, what photos in both districts now 200,000 voters a day. Then you bring them down now to 5%, 135 690 per day. So that 135 that means if you multiply them by, if you divide them by the formula the way about to go now workshop, I believe say it will go down. It will go down. If that means more seats go emerge if they before don't go down below that 11.3%. You see? So I believe that everything depends on the total number of seats where Parliament is asked the electoral commission for say. Now this now one for the next Parliament. If let me say next Parliament now they're talking now they want 100 seats. If the 100 seats they want, let me say that formula back it will change. That percentage will change.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming back. The one thing we clear. Hello. Okay. One thing we clear. The PR system na salo, not so for salo no more. PR system. When they talk about threshold, you get global standards where they use for establish threshold. So when somebody talks say, no, me formula and so I derive and look at the number of parliamentarians, they are dividing the number of votes. Then at the decision where that person they make. It doesn't mean say not the right decision. So you could talk say around the world, the standard for inclusivity is 5% and below around the world. So it not get nothing to do with the number of seats. But we just say no more. This is not the standard for inclusivity. So if now 4 seats there na Kabbalah, then they talk say na 5%. 9 you need for qualify. It doesn't mean Kabbalah they get more than 4 seats. Now 4 seats then they still get, but that means say if now 5 seats, if you get 5%, lots of say you got up to 9%, there could be a chance here to get seats. It doesn't mean say if you get 6% you get seats too. No, but it means you get a chance for get seats. So now make it talk say when I reduce them. So if I follow, we really get that education there.
And I think so this is one of the things that, Caller, you really make some excellent points, but this is not the reason we make back. We need for see waiting our own purse with economic wealth and the amount of seats where we want, and we see how for do in a way where we will still get inclusivity we will call for, and we say in order for increase the amount of seats. The other thing we want for point out.
I'm going to clarify something. 1996 we get about 68 seats in the parliament, but the threshold was low. So it doesn't mean say because we get like 5%.
Right.
It mean boku. So not just threshold now for just they make with a reduce when they call a threshold, then the standard for like qualify.
The percentage where you get forget for let you get seats inside parliament, for let you qualify. Let you be considered for seats inside parliament.
Yes.
I mean, the other thing is, I don't know if like the last caller, somebody will talk, say, if you're not able to forget a certain amount of seats, then it means say you not be able, so really need not for lady inside parliament. But let I give you this example. What if one party get 49%, the other party get 51%? The party we get 51%, if not 10 seats they forget all 10 seats. The party we get 49%, don't forget any seats at all. So now that's what we mean by inclusion. We they talk say, so you get very close races. I mean, we they talk about 5% threshold, but let you say we just get 49% and 51%. The way how it is now, the party we get 51% will take everything. The party will get 49%. Always they get a good amount of showing. They not get forget Nazis. So we need for find a way where you go make sure say everybody, as many parties as possible, gets a chance for being included.
So I think say the more it's been proven that inclusivity. I only hope say this person not saying you can call him. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello, yeah.
Malaika Scandals for.
Oh, Malaika, yes.
Good evening.
So, like one of the points out again issue where they talk about the first past the post and the system. And now when they talk about to select the good things in them area that the way I believe they don't create division. You don't count more division. Percentage of people that say they want peer system, another percentage that say they want first past the post. So, like how they suggest for take some of the good things that are the first past the post, and some of the good things that will then are also the system and blend them together so that we're able to get an accepted system. So I don't know how we go send for him for work. Because now the constitutional review on, we don't know how far they don't go about that. And also then get some certainty the way they decide they will amend according to the travel side. Or let's see that they get challenged. So I don't know if that's a question they don't want to bring up. It's very important for the country. Because I believe say that one way for unite the country. If we can take out the bad thing the way people are against the system and also the good thing that we separate them, I believe say it will be accepted wholeheartedly by everybody. Because like now when they talk about by-election, yes, but to me, even that by-election day, if somebody who is for start or here for take the already that information, if you don't spend money per election. So it makes difference what I think about it, And again, when they talk about violence, no election or the way not get skirmishes, that the possibility is very slim. So the kind of they say so it's very important for like when I begin up, we saw when they start as so for able to push that case there, for us to get started in the way we go take away where people then go disagree, we go divide the country and bring in good things the way. See that I don't know me one, but let the country like I think that they will get it. So I thank you now because a very, very good suggestion that they for able to blend the good things and pull it in the way people they are again. Therefore push forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that therefore be the last caller for today. We'll end the calls and I'll say one tell you thank you. Yeah. So you say for taking good thing there.
Yeah, I mean, Malaika, thank you, Malaika from ScanDrive. Really, Malaika, what you talk like the exact thing we did call for. We did talk say let we take the good from either system. We also did talk say the PR versus first past the post. Now the way how politicians that each get an interest. So basically, they don't make an artificial arguments. So we just they talk about first past the post and PR. We don't even really know what's in our first past the post and PR. We just they sing according to the tune of the party we will support. So one thing we need to think about Malika, you talk about what we need for do right now. There's a constitutional review process ongoing where we did on right now. And the first draft, they inside Parliament. Parliament don't ask people for right position papers. Chance they now for even make your voice heard. Let them know, say, actually, instead of PR, instead of first past the post, we want to see if we not go able for discuss them and see if we can design something where they take elements of both. Then the other thing I really want for quickly, because somebody been talking about the 30% and how we get the 30% now. Yes, but we also did talk, say, we can get a zipper when a man, woman, man, so you they alternate. And also, that person, we also need to think about secession, because now when you get a list system, if a woman dies, which happened, you know, we may her soul rest in peace, honorable, women die like Kenema, we get the next person we then puts a man, because they just take the next person on the list. So you also get to think of how the secession rules.
But you know what's in the bad for that is the person we then take from the list, not just because na man, but the person we then take from the seat for replace that woman there. Now from a different constituency. So that constituency, they lost the woman, then they lost representation.
Yes.
So now what they talk about. So not for say PR not get strength. Again, enormous strength. But if I now look at then shortcomings, and if I let family and no say governance, good governance that compromise, not to one person in your view. In fact, because we different self, you see where you go Kabbalah, you see people and they rear cattle, you go on a bounty, you see people and they fishing, you get Boku fisherman, the fisherman, the cattle rearers, they all belong to Sierra Leone. So not to one size, it fits everybody. So we get forget different sizes and where they fit with. And that make me find lower with temperature than down, and let actually develop something way good for we. Because at the end of the day, we really need for get to a point where Bond no go talk say, I no go better if matter be not in a power. Or Bakeni no go talk say, Basi be if the APC not in a problem for we.
Yes.
So now the thing and now we know say this is a bigger conversation, but from what you are there, it appear as if we actually need for engage deeper on that thing and now actually develop a system where it can feed it can good for we all.
And we can get examples across Africa. Actually, you get different countries and they practice different. So we can look at the examples from other parts of the world for see countries that we get some similarities with we own, but see what we can take from them, what we can learn from them, and what we self can add to the mix based on we own situation and context.
So family, we can wrap up now. It clear say for a country we don't become independent for 65 years, the side, not for say will not develop it, too. I think so will develop small, but a lot of Salone people, if you ask them, USA would they not today, then one for low day. So at any time when they talk to law review laws, law review systems and processes, you don't forget for talk say no pauper, waiting day, I mean like because now you used to. I think so I turn this for like we think outside of the box. For let we see, and with Professor the talks a lot learn from waiting they happen on the other side of it. Maybe, just maybe, if we adopt them better good day.
Yes.
That mama they way sick, so tell this go make it get health care. That you picking the way not get books, so tell this go make Salone economy go develop for let able afford books for people. So this is not to just how you make you party, you situate and for let better. But how you situate your country for let your country better. Because if that country is better, the World Bank talks say Salone needs 75,000 jobs every year for raise up. Who's how they pull up? We didn't know what the guy talk about PR system, first past the post, like saying how they eat. Who's how they pull food? Who's how they pull productivity? So that's all for end today this conversation, Prof.
No, this is it, Mr. Lavalley. We want for we also get a country where the political parties they're not just a member their own side, but they're actually the member we all, because now we all get Salone and we all get for it that this country. So let them not just member one side and the other side, but let them try for do something where they embrace all man.
So till next week we say tata.
Thank you
bye
very
bye.
much.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Welcome to True Talk Radio, your home for facts, fairness, and fearless conversations about Salone economy.
We're not just any radio. We na economy governance radio station where they break down big decisions, policies, and budget in a way we go make sense to you.
For our flagship Sunday show with Economi, we bring you the real bread and butter issues where they around prices, jobs, taxes, and how policies they affect unu pockets. We also get more programs where they come every week. So join me now on 98.5 FM and online at True Talk FM. This now your platform, your economy and your voice on True Talk Radio. Get the facts, get True Talk.